What is up? What is up, guys? This is the Mark with the Mic, and this is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Red Cyclone Inc. I am Mark with the Mic, and joined by Louis Beans.
What is up? How you doing?
I'm good and good. Spider Man's life, and that's pretty much my weekend.
Well, to tie that into wrestling, Bonesaw is ready.
Bone Souls ready. I was a little sad that I wasn't like a picture of Macho Man when you find the clip of Bonesaw.
Well, you did tell me they have the wrestling costume, so we can forever tie that to Spider-Man 1.
Yes, we can.
So there
We
you
will
go.
always. Bone Souls ready. Rest in
Somebody,
peace, Macho Man.
damn. I'm not gonna lie, I wish we had at least one match in professional wrestling with Bonesaw.
Yeah.
That would have been cool. All right.
All right.
So, what's happening this week? Or this past week?
Weekend wrestling. Well, I didn't like Raw this week. I think
Oh man, they've been on a downslide. What's going on?
I think what my problem with Raw is, and gonna be straight into it, is just the directions that they're trying to do. Like it has good matches. You'll get a good match here and there,
Okay.
but the building of stories in this is just terrible. Like
Mm.
they have no direction for what they're doing. It's just really bad. Like it's getting to a point that's really bad. Um, I don't understand why they just didn't put the Shield heel. I think that would have made the most sense. They
Okay.
already have two of the main belts. They could have took the tag belts and they could have been the main heels. I don't like the fact that they switched Roman because the reaction he's getting is all confusing now, and now he's supposed to be the bad guy with teaming up with Drew McIntyre and all that shit. The promos were terrible.
Yeah, it was just very, very stilted.
Yeah,
Which isn't really his style because his are more short and sweet. That
yeah,
was that was probably one of his longest promos.
yeah. And it's getting to a point that it's like really, I don't even like the direction it's going. Like, so this kind of fucks with my whole thing of me being excited for Hell in a Cell on the Raw side. I don't care about Hell in a Cell. So
What it does for me is makes it almost invalidates Kevin Owens' sacrifice.
yeah,
Like it's almost like in that situation you had a clear villain and a clear, for the lack of a better term for Braun Strowman, I guess, good guy because he's
yeah,
we can let him be the equivalent of what Becky is, which
yeah,
is he's gonna get cheered no matter what he does,
yeah.
right? So you know, it's like why would you just I don't know sacrifice Kevin Owens to that guy and
No,
then make him the bad guy? So it's like I don't like
yeah,
that. I don't like that.
yeah. That's my cat. She's loud. Anyway, like my big thing is all right. If you're gonna have these you're gonna build the storyline with Braun Strowman and shit like that, and the whole thing, I understand. But the direction they went with and how they were all talking and just it was just a big misdirection of how everyone was going. Like I didn't feel none of that fucking
Hmm.
conversation they were having at all. I was just bored, and there was a lot of ways that they could easily done things that could have changed. And I think with the Shield being healed, I think it would have been easier in adaptation as if Braun Strowman would have been big guy babyface, and you could have brought back Bray Wyatt and have Balor team up with him instead of having the little thing that they have with Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler. Like it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I get that. Makes a lot of sense. I mean, still, I just don't like how it just evolved into chaos and it just seemed unorganized. Because it's just like, why are all the villains on the same page? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
When it comes to what ended up happening, it's
yeah.
like I don't know. I just don't like the entire situation for me. I don't like it.
No, it's getting really bad, and it's harder than like that. And there's also it's throughout the show too. It's like the women's division too. If Alexa Bliss can't hold to what she can do, that
Yeah,
shit would be terrible as well.
this is true. I mean, on the match side, it is what it is. We still get good matches from the women that are there, but with Ronda being the highlight, like the spotlight kind of gets taken off of all that. You know what I mean?
And she still hasn't defended the title.
on a regular show, nonetheless, which is important
Yeah,
because Alexa Bliss has at least done that, or at least had singles matches as champ, even
yeah,
if it's non-title. So yeah,
exactly.
still starting off her title reign as just a spectacle. So
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I did like the tag team title change. I think McIntyre and Ziggler, it'd be a good fit. I think it'll help the tag division in that sense.
They're two very good guys, and I mean, they beat the B team, who were pretty on a pretty good roll, and I'm sure they're not gonna give up without a fight.
And that's the crazy thing too. Is like, why are you gonna ruin their momentum and like that? The one my only gripe with the big B team that I need them to start doing is tag moves, work as a tag team,
Yeah,
and
working
that's
better.
that.
Yeah.
That was my only critique with them is the fact that you got to start working as a tag team. I want to see more tag teams work as that. I want to see tag team moves. I want to see all that as a tag team wrestler. I don't want to see two single wrestlers fighting.
Well, just you just
Yeah,
said that, but what happened? Because I didn't see the full version. I'm a Hulu watcher.
yeah.
Can you tell me about Bobby Roode and Chad Gable? Because I heard something about that.
So yeah, they just put together Bobby Roode and Chad Gable.
What you just said, two singles wrestlers.
I don't know
Damn.
why he likes his theme. I think that's the reason why they gave. Uh, I don't. I don't know.
Wait. I haven't seen it. So what? So they come out together?
No, they came out separate. Well, they came out to the Glorious, and then he came out and he went to do the Glorious thing. So he's like kind of antagonizing Bobby Roode in a way.
Okay.
And all they had a good. It was an okay match. They beat the shit out of the um fuck what their name
AOP?
Ascension.
Oh, Ascension. All right. Ascension fighting on Raw.
Yeah, they beat the shit out of Ascension. Gable actually pinned and won the match and shit like that, and then they celebrated and all like that. I don't know where they're going with that, but I'm not interested in it. You have Gable that could be a really good singles competitor if he gave him the chance. He's
Yes.
shown that he could run with the big boys, and then you have Bobby Roode, which he's kind of nowhere right now because I think he's a heel character that needs to be a heel, and as a babyface, he's just a gimmick with a song. He's just a guy with a song, and I think that's what everyone sees with him now.
Now, here's my thought process on what they're doing to these people who have established characters already on their own product. It seems to me like they keep trying to make them do the opposite of what they were doing when they were successful.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't understand what that's supposed to do to you. Is that supposed to build your strength so you can be better? Is that what the WWE way is? Because, forgive me if I'm not right, but isn't the WWE typically known for your character can be both at different points in your career, right? Like Stone Cold was good, Stone Cold was bad, Stone Cold was neutral.
Yeah,
All throughout his career, he changed at different points. Same thing with like Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle was good, Kurt Angle was bad. You know what I mean? Triple H was good technically at some points. Triple H was bad most of the time.
yeah.
But it seems like the WWE doesn't understand that some of the people, like the people from NXT, like Bobby Roode, who really established himself already as a credible, very good championship material worthy heel.
Mm-hmm.
Like it seems like they purposely took him on Raw and made him try to be good.
You
Same
know,
with SmackDown. I don't
you
understand
want to
why
know
this.
who to blame for that though?
Cool.
The fans.
Really?
Yeah, you're singing to his theme. You're cheering when his theme comes on. It's the reaction that Vince McMahon sees. It's not what the character is. He could have been a cocky heel and like that, and they changed it. But the fact that he was getting a pop easily just because of his theme, that's the reason why they kept him. They kept him going to a babyface.
So okay, well let's play GM fantasy GM to save Bobby Roode because he's floundering in nowhere, like you said.
Yeah.
Do you take his theme away and make him give to better serve him being a bad guy? Do you take away his theme?
I think if they want him to be a serious heel, they'll have to.
They will have to. But okay, I guess it just doesn't work that way because in NXT, we both know he had a good run, but he was still loved, but he was a bad guy.
Yeah, but he got booed. He did get his heel heat when he had to get the heat. It was just the theme music was just the background. As in WWE sees the theme music as the big thing. Again, like how NXT's run is a lot different than
No,
what
no, no. I know
WWE
that. I was
in
saying,
that
but
sense.
that's the thing that makes it funny in my
Yeah,
head,
yeah,
knowing it works two different ways.
yeah.
It's like, oh man. But okay, here's what a further thing I want to ask you because we're trying to save the wrestlers and have a better show. Do you think it's do you think it's time for WWE to evolve that?
Yes, they need to.
You think so?
Yeah.
Because it's getting harder and harder to read these articles and read people's like professional people's points of view when they start getting confused about Becky Lynch, and then WWE is confused because they try to write her as a villain, but we know, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is
What
instead
happened with
like
Becky
back and forth with all
Lynch?
these
Well,
people?
yeah, what happened with Becky Lynch was just pretty much a backfire, because
Yeah.
Becky Lynch is extremely well liked. If anything, out of the four horsewomen, I think she's the most liked out of the four.
Mm-hmm.
Like personality wise, like outside of WWE wise, how
Yeah,
sweet,
yeah,
like she's a really sweet lady, and like what you see and how she acts is pretty much what she is in real life, and like when you meet her and shit like that too.
yeah.
So I think she has a connection with the fans. I think the fans cheered it because it was like about time you whooped her ass. And I
Yeah.
think that was the big thing about that. With Bobby Roode is a different style, is the fact that when they brought him in, they didn't even try to make him establish that he was a hero or not. They made
No,
him a
no.
straight up baby because when he showed up, he was getting cheered and he was like a big player in the SmackDown side and everything like that. But they just didn't really do nothing with him. And I think it's a waste of time with him, especially because he's up there in age as well. He's like early 40s.
Yeah, I believe he is. But whose fault is it when they can't be what their strengths are? Is it them who requests to be? Because he got the belt. Remember, he has that on his resume. U.S.
Yeah.
champ.
I forgot he was U.S. champ. See, that's
Yeah.
how bad it was. I think it was. I think it's more the fact that they should have worked with him and actually made him go heel. I think it would have been better off if he would have went heel on SmackDown than actually be moved to Raw, and
Hmm.
then you could have established him more because again, he's really good on the mic. He could sell himself really good. It's just that they never gave him a chance to talk.
Hmm. True
And
enough.
that was the biggest thing with him is the fact that he has a good personality. Let him fucking talk.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
have a lot of guys there that are very talented, but you have to find the side that they can work on. Finn Balor, I think, if given the shot, I think he could be a really good heel if he does it the way he did in Bullet Club.
Okay. So I'm not familiar with how he was when he was bad in Bullet Club.
Oh, he was a fucking bastard.
So okay, can any of the things he did be done in America? Because I don't, I know there's different styles and different things that they
Yeah.
do out there. Was Can any of the stuff that he excelled at be done here?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty much what he did was he didn't do nothing flashy. He did things to take a person out and take a person out, period. So
Yes.
he'll go for more submissions. He'll go work the leg. He'll go for work the neck. He'll
Yeah.
like embarrass you and shit like that in that sense. He won't do anything flashy as in like the Kunagua he didn't do. If he
Yeah.
would have did that move, he would have did it to affect you and not to finish you kind of thing.
Oh,
He would
okay.
do it to work on your neck or your back kind of thing. He
Hmm.
used the Bloody Sunday as a finisher when he was a heel.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, but it all gone. But the thing is, especially with Raw, I think SmackDown has a little looser. Is the fact that Triple H is more on control on that show, and he kind of has something rolling with that. I
Hmm.
think Monday Night Raw, in a way, is it's the gimmick show. It's the one that it is their main show. It's their A show in that sense. So it's I feel like they need more wrestlers behind the curtains than actual writers that write TV.
Okay.
Because I don't know, I don't think they know. Like, yo, it's been really bad the last couple of weeks.
Ah, understandable. Yeah. I know what you mean. Like the story stuff specifically. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's been a lot of confusion, a lot of just out of nowhere turns and stuff, and it's just like I don't understand it.
It's like everyone's being Big Show.
Oh wow, yeah, yeah, yeah. See, but that's what I mean. That's that thing. He's a classic WWE example of you could just be whatever. Next week he's bad. This week he's good. What? What? Why? And it
Yeah,
just is. So that's just yeah. Raw's got a real problem with that.
and then
Right there.
then you also have the women's division that the talented women that are actually good at wrestling, they're not really being showcased.
Okay,
Now you got the
okay, wait. I
Belichick.
got a question. I got a question. This week, so you saw a 3 hour show.
Yeah,
Who had matches this week? I saw the one singles match later on in the show, but who like
the Bellas tagged with
the Bellas match? Yeah,
Bellas
that was like
tagged
this.
with
It was like
versus
the
Ruby
showcase match
Riot.
they had for women this week. I remember
Yeah,
that. But like
and then
other
and
than
then
that,
I think it was Alicia Fox. No, it was
mm-hmm. No,
Alexa
no, no.
Bliss versus
It was
Natty.
just Natty. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay.
And yeah, and then you had Ronda Rousey with the doodoo face, and
Oh my god. Yeah, yeah. Oh, did you shout out to whoever that chick was that cosplayed her? I think at SummerSlam.
yeah.
Somebody had the Ronda Rousey. It was like she just walked around with a doodoo face. That was literally her cosplay. It was just her with the jacket, with the shirt, just doodoo face. I was like, perfect, perfect.
Oh man, but yeah, it's getting ridiculous, and the women's title is just being held. It's not being defended. It's not like that. But yeah, Alexa Bliss got. All right, so my friend got like one of the people that follow our page. He's one of the people that actually helps with the page. He was complaining, oh, they give Bonnie Bliss like letting her beat up Ronda Rousey. I was like, one, she did hit her from the behind, and
Mm-hmm,
then
mm-hmm.
two, you gotta. It's a wrestling match.
Yes, again,
Yeah,
yeah. I
in
mean,
that sense, it's a wrestling match. Like,
I don't know what to
yes,
tell them. I don't know
she's
what to
gonna
tell
have to
somebody.
stop.
Like, I don't know what to tell somebody when they say that. Hey,
Yeah.
you can't beat him up. I'm like, what are you doing here, man? You know what this is.
Exactly.
If this was real, Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley would probably be the only two people really just roughhousing everybody. You know
Right?
what I mean? Like, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. Sorry.
Oh man. But yeah, it's getting bad in that sense that the women's division, like pretty much Alexa Bliss is the only one that actually helps and puts interest in the match because the way she talks. The way she talks
Yes.
shit. Other
Yes.
than that, I don't care about anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Like Natty's not never been a good on the mic. Yes, she's a great wrestler, but she's never been a strong person on the mic.
Mm-mm. She's always,
Ronda,
I
she's not
say
even
she's
talking.
always better as a heel, though. When she was on SmackDown and she was women's champ as a heel, I liked her.
Yeah, but like again, like she was just never that strong on the mic. She could carry herself, but she's never been the like that one like how Alexa
Yeah,
could
like,
hold a 10-minute segment and be mainly her kind of thing, you know?
yeah, like, she's not as good as even Carmella, I would say,
Yeah,
on the mic. Nah.
yeah. And it just goes to shows like, and then you had the Bella Twins wrestling, and then Brie almost dying twice.
Yeah. Just, I
That
don't
was
know what's happening. What is up? No bueno. No bueno.
oh, man. But we had SmackDown. And SmackDown was good.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I would say I appreciate the interview segment with Charlotte and Becky.
me too.
That went very well. I like how Becky's answers were short, sweet, and like realistic. It's just like, oh yeah, she's angry, so she's just gonna be a dick about it, and very, just to the point. And I'm like, good, all right, all right. Like here's my kudos to Becky is that she's found a way just throughout her entire career to be able to talk and not sound like she's delivering a speech
Yeah.
as a wrestler. She, you know what I mean. A promo of, I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna kick your ass. Making fun of old Triple H, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Where he's
She
basically reciting something to you. She doesn't sound like that at all.
yeah, she sounds like she's coming natural at you. Like the way she talks is like her
Like it's in
reaction
the
towards
moment. Yeah. Not something she has thought about beforehand either.
you. Yeah.
Which I kind of feel Charlotte as a as a good girl is just she seems to have to think about the stuff she has to say, because she probably just wants to be an asshole too,
Yeah.
because she's so good at it. So yeah, I just wanted to throw my sense at Becky.
Yeah.
Yes, please, more.
That was great. I kind of wish the tag match, the three-way tag match, was a little longer, but it was a fun match
Hmm.
nonetheless.
Hmm. True.
Cien versus Daniel Bryan,
Oh, that was good.
very
I'm not
fun
gonna
to
lie, that was pretty
watch.
good.
Then you had Jeff versus Randy Orton. Good
Can
storyline
we talk
match.
about how Daniel Bryan? Wait for a minute. Daniel Bryan. I think he's the only person to count to the elbow.
Yeah,
The only person that counts to that shit. So
that was
good on him.
really good show. Really good show.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else I'm missing? Scott Steiner's
He does not agree.
he's
He
not
is
being
ready to
talked
take
about, so he's like,
he's ready to take everybody down.
oh
He does not give a damn.
damn, Scott Steiner.
Let's see what else happened on SmackDown. That was pretty good. Well, listen, can we praise the resurrection of Truth? You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
that's good, and the
Yo,
way it ended, that
he's
was
been
so smart.
hilarious. Yeah.
That was so smart. How he was just like, and see, that's how you end up on the main event of SmackDown Live. And I'm like, oh my god, he had a plan the entire time. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, just pretend you're crazy, and people just put you in matches. All right.
I yeah, man, he is actually making me laugh with a lot of the shit he's been saying too.
Yeah.
Like he wants to beat up Carmella. He's like, yo, we're gonna call it truth for now.
Oh my god, you gonna give me a title shot, right? Okay. I like how he called Maurice Carmella and then had that whole thing and was like, "Oh, she called you Staten Island trash," and you're like, "What?" Oh, that's so good.
It was really fun.
And he won a match. He beat The Miz.
Yeah.
Can't take that away from him. Doesn't matter if Daniel Bryan came out.
Yep. You had some great stuff. We had some great stuff from SmackDown. Keep SmackDown going like this. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, Joe and AJ, very good. Continuing the story in a good way.
I'm a little mad that their match is not going to be in a Hell in a Cell.
Oh shit! What? I thought it.
Nah, their match.
Is it like standard that they only have like two? Because that's what it is, right? So far, two.
So far, I think it's two, and I think it's the Roman Reigns and Roman Reigns versus Strowman in Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
And then it's Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton.
I'm not gonna lie, kind of excited for that though.
I kind of want Nakamura somewhat in it, or at least drop him the belt for make it important to actually have the match. Because these two just like it's just them wanting to beat the shit out of each other inside a cage.
I don't know. It depends on how far they let them go.
Yeah,
I kind of want to see it. I kind of want to see what they'll do. They show Randy burning down that house again.
Yeah,
they got footage of him committing crimes on TV, man. It's no good, no bueno.
So yeah, AJ Styles versus Mojo is just it's a regular match. Brian and Brie versus Miz and Mrs. is going to be one.
Mm-hmm.
Becky and Charlotte, that's now a Hell in a Cell as well.
Also, we were talking about it before how they're continuing the Daniel Bryan stuff long term. Yeah. Now you know what? I like that. The second match in the series is the husband and wife match. That's not bad.
And then Bliss versus Ronda Rousey in Hell in a Cell. The girls are not fighting in Hell in a Cell either this year.
Okay.
Other thing, we saw the return of Asuka on TV. Yay, Asuka.
Coming out to help Naomi.
So I guess it's tag teaming.
Oh yeah, this is the week we got the confirmation that season 2 of Mixed Match Challenge is coming back.
Yes, it starts I think next week.
Okay.
No, the end of this week.
No, yeah, it's soon. It's closer to the end of the month. I think it's the 20th, if I'm not mistaken. It's closer to the end of the month, but it's not the end.
And then you also have the Mayhem Classic started,
which just started this past weekend. I mean, this past week, right?
It's showing after NXT.
Okay. No, I saw it. I saw the one they showed. There's only one out, right?
Yeah, there's only one episode out.
Okay. Yeah, I did watch that. Yo, man, that second match. No, the last match. Lacey Lane versus. Forget the tall lady's name.
That was the second to last. You had the Japanese lady.
Okay. So it was the second to last match. That match was that had me in. I was locked in.
Yeah.
That and the last match really had me locked in.
I really liked it. Rhea Ripley,
That was
the
which match? That
second
was
match.
second match.
Yeah,
I liked her look a lot and
yeah,
her personality.
I like that. I like the fucking metal song she's coming out of and all that stuff too. So I think it's pretty dope that
Mm.
she's doing that. Tegan Knox didn't really do much for me. It was just a match. I
Yeah, it
didn't.
was whatever.
But yeah, this lady is mean.
Oh
Um,
yeah, the isn't she the lady
Miko
that
Samatora.
yeah, isn't she the lady that was she in the ring when with the Oscar and that other federation?
Yes, she had fights with Oscar.
Yeah, like she was brutal over there.
Yeah, she's the female version of Shizuki.
Okay, yeah, she's that's a vicious lady.
Yes.
That match was really good though. The Killer Kelly, because she didn't really like wow me in the UK match she had, but
Yeah.
like the way she kept up with Mako in this match was like, all right, that wasn't bad at all. That was actually
Yeah.
really good.
But it
So
was a fun first round. I
yes,
actually
yes,
enjoyed it.
definitely.
NXT had a quite amazing match.
Yeah, that for me that was like story match of almost story match of the year. Like
Yeah,
that had a lot of story stuff in it, man.
yeah,
Talking about Velveteen Dream versus Johnny Gargano.
yeah. That match was fucking fantastic.
Like that was almost as good as any of the Tommaso and whatchamacallit matches, without all the hardcore stuff,
Yeah,
hardcore elements. And it was just like so much happened, but the implication is that the fans sort of turned on him, right?
yeah,
They were singing na 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 na, and then like Johnny Failure. Come on, what
yeah.
happened?
Velveteen Dream.
He's got some power, dude.
Yeah.
He's got that juice because he turned the fans on Johnny Wrestling. Crazy.
Yeah. It's gonna be crazy where NXT is going. The next takeover is not until November, so you're gonna see a
And
lot of building, a lot of fights and stuff like
yes,
that.
yes, yes. And
Uh,
I also really, really good promo from Tommaso Ciampa.
yes.
Speaking of, like, I like how he explained why he does them off site.
Yeah.
He does his promos off site. That's pretty cool because he doesn't want to hear the crowd. That's crazy. Small details like that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
See,
it's
that's
must.
NXT, man.
It's a simplest show. It's a simplest show, but it's easier to book because again, you don't need your champion there all the time. You don't need every person there. Everyone steps up their game when they have a match and stuff too. So it's
I'll just lay this out here and just, you drop it on the lap of any fan that wants to think about it. Do you know if Brock Lesnar was handled the way that Ciampa is handling his championship, he's not there, but he's constantly engaged because he's saying something.
yeah,
And even your face being on a screen every week is still better than you not being involved at all.
yeah,
And so that puts into the perspective of you don't need the champ physically there every week because we thought about that and you said we are spoiled for having a champ in the attitude era and stuff, but like that's also another factor too, is that them using not just the ring but also the screen
yeah,
to help keep the fans at least engaged with them as a champ. So that's pretty damn good. Take note, anybody. If you have a championship, you don't have to be there. You just have to be engaged.
yeah, yeah. That's the way it should be.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, what was the other stuff we have going? Yeah. So the UK shows starts. I think coming next month.
Okay,
We'll start having the UK
that's good.
shows and all that stuff as well. Oh yeah, NXT house show in Buffalo. You actually had Luke Harper versus Ricochet.
I did see some well, not the actual videos, but I saw pictures of it. I'm like, wow, that's
Luke
crazy.
Harper got a huge pop.
Can I just say, I saw an article not too long ago. I can't remember the site that put it up, but there was rumor of Triple H being into wrestlers coming back to NXT.
Yeah.
And then like a week later, I see that. Now I don't know if that's that means the rumor was true, but I mean that's also cool that people can come back and say hi.
Yeah, I think they're doing that mainly for house shows though. They're not doing it
That's
for like the
that's
big
not
shows.
bad.
But
I respect it though.
yeah, Tyler Breeze been doing it as well. I really want to see a Velvet Sea Dream versus Tyler Breeze.
Mm.
But Tyler Breeze been back down there. I think Ty Dillinger had a couple matches as well.
He was at
So
the Mae Young Challenge. That's was it Funaki, right?
yes,
That was awesome.
so it's always good to see these guys go back to their roots of what they did in NXT.
I think it's cool to show that it's one big. It's kind of showing it's one big family. They're not really so separate anymore.
Oh, the other thing that had me clueless on why that happened. Why is Drake Maverick managing the AOP?
Because he talked to Edge and Kristen. That's why. Literally. No. Okay, well, so 2 weeks in a row, I've been listening to their podcast.
Yeah.
Since they had him, and I was very interested because I haven't heard anything from him because I'm not familiar with him. So that was my learning, to help me learn who Drake Maverick, aka Rockstar Spud, is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then this week they had Chelsea Green, which is like, well, I don't really know much about her either. And she was in All In and had a good match in the women's match. And so, well, the women's battle royal. So what I wanted to point out was that they had said that there's a thing called they call themselves the Rocket Strappers, as if you come on the show the next week things just happen for you. Something new just happens, and so a week later he ended up in that gear in the pictures and stuff. Yeah. So I guess it was their fault. I don't know. So remember, if you don't like it, blame them.
Yeah, I was like okay. I was like, whatever.
I like it because it's something to do.
Yeah.
It was like, well, fuck it. He's not busy on Monday. I like how Mustafa Ali brought it up. So that's another reason to watch 205 is a little more story with Mustafa Ali, just for a little bit. But he had an interaction with Drake Maverick and brought up, he was like, why are you dressed up like that? And he's like, what I do on my Mondays is none of your concern. So I think that's pretty funny. Yeah. Again, not separating their universes, which all right, fine. Bring it all together.
That's great.
Oh, but here's the thing I want to say, add to that, is that fans seem to think that he's the reason Paul Ellering is gone. Could you clear up what happened with him? I'm sure you know.
I pretty much know that Paul Ellering didn't want to do the travel.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He's up there in age. He don't.
I thought that was
had that crazy time travel and shit like that. And also, he works backstage in NXT as well, so he kind of helps Triple H out in that sense.
So, and I kind of thought that was widely known that he didn't want to do the travel like that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
He's an old man.
Yeah,
just as he paints his mustache does not mean is not gray.
Yeah, everyone was like, "Oh, like they didn't hire him because he don't want to be traveling all fucking time."
So, I wish somebody official could let the WWE universe know that and stop, so they can stop hurling shit at the GM. Because when they put out the picture and the video, like you should read the tweets. It's terrible.
Yeah,
it's just people saying dumb shit and saying we want Paul Ellering back. Meanwhile, Paul Ellering is like, no.
Dude, I ain't come back. Fuck you.
Yeah, like, I'm an old man. Fuck off.
Yeah, I know for a fact he didn't want to do the travels.
So yeah, that just bugged me a little bit.
Yeah.
Stop giving the GM shit.
Yeah. Oh man. So 205 I do catch up on. At least you watch that when I'm pretty much doing my run.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, like I said, it was a good episode.
NXT been on fire. Impact been pretty solid. Austin Aries has a team now with Moose and some other dude, I forgot his name, and gets like a little faction going. Big rumors of Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix being signed to NXT.
Oh, okay, cool.
So we'll see where that goes. I love Pentagon Jr. I think he's probably one of my favorite indie wrestlers right now, besides Kenny Omega. Everything he does really good, and for a guy that does not speak 1 inch of English, you understand what the fuck he's saying.
Nice.
Like
Oh,
you understand his promo.
also, did you get to hear the latest Jericho podcast as well?
No, I did not.
Listen to that because he explains the madness that people didn't know about with him getting there and putting the mask on. Apparently, it was a long, drawn out process
Yeah,
where Pentagon didn't have a gold outfit
yeah.
to match the one he was wearing. They told it was this is a small snippet of what happened, but apparently he had two. They told him to bring two sets, right?
Mm-hmm.
He brought one that was gold and one that was silver because they didn't really tell him why.
Yeah.
And so what Jericho had to end up doing was find paint to paint the suit to match it. And then his buddy who's on the show was with him, and then there was the entire ordeal was trying to do it hidden.
Yeah.
And so nobody on the plane knew who he was except for one guy, and he started taking pictures, and so his friend had to like track the guy down and be like, please don't put these out and blah blah blah, like don't ruin the surprise for everybody. And it was just like, damn, I didn't know there was this much drama involved with him just getting there.
Oh shit! Yeah,
and nothing to do with management or nothing. It was just like little things that was like, that's pretty funny. That's pretty
and then
funny.
he went right back to the concert too after that.
Yeah, that's the cool part.
Yeah,
but like that's awesome. They say he said they had to spray paint it and like dry it in a bathroom when they didn't have a hair dryer to dry it, so they had to use like towels or some shit. And it's like, I'm just trying to picture Chris Jericho in a hotel bathroom, like just fanning that thing while it's dripping paint off of it, and like that's crazy.
Damn.
So that's awesome.
Well, that was a cool
it
thing.
was worth it.
Yeah, it was worth it. The reaction was fucking great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Since we didn't really talk about that one thing in depth, in wrestling history, how high would you put that one moment? Because that's kind of, the event was already making history.
Yeah.
And then to have another wrestler who is who he is show up and do what he did.
No, that was a big moment. That was a big moment for that. Honestly, I say that was probably the biggest moment of that All In.
Yeah.
In my sense, it will be the Jericho appearance.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people like praised the Cody Rhodes and Nick.
It's the symbolism. I get it.
It was a terrible match.
I agree with you, but I understand why. It's a symbolism of what it was. The NWA champ. I get that. But no, when you sit down there, you ask me if I want to watch that match again. No, I don't.
Not at all. Mm-mm. That match was bad. That match was really bad. But yeah, whatever. Symbolism, my ass. Hopefully, he defends the belt better than he wrestled that night.
Oh, I know. But like, well, I would just put it this way: I know Cody's better than that.
Yeah,
but I don't know about the other guy. So I'm just being honest. I don't know what he's capable of, and apparently, if that's the extent of it, no bueno.
Oh, that was a pretty bad match. Yeah, we got Hell in a Cell coming up in 2 weeks, so we probably do our preview show the week before.
Yeah. Okay.
We keep this cast short and sweet. Not a lot of news right now. The last news I was saying is Pentagon Junior Phoenix might be going to NXT. Awesome. Matt Riddle is going to be wrestling barefoot in NXT. I wonder if he makes it to the main roster, will they make him wear shoes? Because they kind of did that shit to Rusev.
Well, he was there for a good long while before they did it, though. So maybe they'll let him do it for a little while.
Yeah.
And then maybe maybe he'll wrap his feet or something at first, and then they'll.
Yeah, they made Rusev.
I don't think he's going to the main roster though for a while because he smokes a lot of weed.
Yeah.
He is the RVD of our generation, really. Like he really is. Like he's legitimately good, like RVD was, but he smokes a lot of weed, and makes it known. That's what apparently I did not know his history, but that's why he can't compete, or he couldn't continue to compete in the UFC.
Oh yeah,
like he was legitimately in the UFC, and that's why he got suspended. And so he just said, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna be a wrestler." I'm like, "All right, fuck it." But he's legitimately a badass. So yeah,
I
it
think
is what it is.
he's going to be debuting very soon.
I can't wait for him and Keith Lee to start having matches on NXT so people can see that shit because those two they have history.
Yeah, I
And fucking Keith Lee and Ricochet. I want to see
yeah,
some of those matches.
I want like to see Cassius Ohno go heel.
Oh, he was talking some shit this week.
Yes, I was happy about it
I
too.
was happy to. I'm like, yes, get angry. Tell him why you mad, Cassius. Tell him why you
Yeah,
mad.
knock them all out.
And he's like, all the people coming in with all this buzz, I'm gonna knock them out. So that means Ricochet's on notice. That means Adam Cole's on notice. That means
Everyone,
Keith Lee and Matt Riddle, they're all on notice. So
everyone's on notice. Even the ones that are returning. Luke Harper, you're on notice.
oh oh
I'll be coming
oh
back.
shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
All right.
Oh yeah,
So
because you said because it's true. The other Bludger brother is hurt.
yeah,
Did they say how long he's gonna be gone?
probably a few months.
Wow.
I would
Damn.
have worked Luke Harper in there because the SmackDown lacks big guys.
I mean, he can just you know, I don't want to drag on too long, but there's been some Bray Wyatt stuff that's been going on with his social media, seeming like he's coming back to being a darker character.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe hook him up with a brother. You know,
Yeah.
give him a brother to help him out. I don't know. I mean, listen, Luke. If Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper were to team up again, those are pretty much the most capable of the three anyway, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. Listen, here's how we fix Braun Strowman. We just take him and Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper, and there you go. That's it. And just have an unstoppable force. There you go. So it's better for everybody.
Yeah. Let's see. All right. So we're gonna wrap this up. This is the Wrestling Babble podcast. Follow us on all our social medias of the Wrestling Babble on Facebook, Mercantile Mike and Red Cycle Inc. on Twitter, Instagram, Red Cycle Inc. on WordPress, YouTube, and Mercantile Mike on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Like, subscribe, everything we do. Check out the gaming videos and also my Twitch, Merc with the Mic. I'll be doing some Fire Pro Wrestling very soon on there.
Nice.
And that's it. Peace out.
Awesome.
Watch wrestling. And we'll be back with a Hell in Cell review show. Oh, preview show.
Mm-hmm. Always remember, Bonesaw is ready.
Yes. Peace out. Later.